Okay, so now we need to join our main SQL statement with all those statements depending on what kind of selection has been made through our search form. So after our if empty getters statement, create a few new lines and start typing another if condition. If is an empty array queries, then what we are going to do is we're going to create a SQL variable and we're going to extend it. So we're going to add dot equals, which means we're adding to the main SQL statement. As you can see, the main SQL statement has been assigned to the SQL variable. So we are now using the SQL variable, passing whatever has already been assigned to it, and adding after the end of it. So what we're going to add first will be the where clause. Okay, so we've got the word where typed in, space at the beginning and space after. Then we're going to create another variable called I, and we assign the value of 1 to it. Now, for each statement, for each queries as query. Okay, and this time we create if statement. If I is less than count queries, then we do something else. Now what it does, it checks whether the I is less than the number of records inside of the queries array, because count function counts the number of records inside of the queries inside of the array. So if the number is less, then we add to our SQL dot equals query. Okay, so we've got our query, then dot double quote space and space double quote semicolon. What it does, if the I equals less than total number of items inside of the queries array, then we obviously will be joining the specific query which we're creating with the next one following after that. So we need to add this and after the query itself. And else, we just copy this. SQL will be simply query without and, just one single space. Actually, we don't need this space, so we can actually remove this and just assign a query to it. Now, obviously, for I to be changing, we need to do something at the end, because otherwise I will always be 1. So it would be just a continuous loop. It wouldn't ever finished. So I plus plus. That means add 1 to the I variable. So first time we're gonna go, I will equal 1. Once it executed the whole for each statement, then it's going to add 1 to our I, which means the next time around it's going to be 2, and so on. So this is our statement. This is actually going to add to our SQL statement. But what we also need to do is, because as you can see, right at the end we've added order by bk.title ascending. We cannot have this before the where clause. So we need to cut this, scroll down, and after we've executed our where clause, we can add this to the end of the statement. So SQL dot equals, and now double quote space order by bk title ascending double quote and semicolon. And that should now give us the result we are looking for. So if we go to our browser, refresh the page, as you can see, it straight away narrowed the results because we have Bournemouth selected and we have nothing else selected actually. So just because of the Bournemouth, and there are just 2 books apparently in Bournemouth. If we deselect this and click on search, you can see all of the records. If we only search for hardcover books, search now, we have just 3 records. Soft cover, just 2 records. Soft cover in Birmingham, we've got just 1 record. Let's say we want just books from 2001 with the soft cover, we've got one. 2005 with the soft cover, there aren't any. But as you can see, we haven't got any messages, it's just blank. So in the next video, we're going to have a look at how to actually display the message if there aren't any records inside after we've made our selections.